we're just setting up here in Bali. We're on a volcanic beach, black sand beach. This is our little setup here for our vlog.
I hate sand.
Are you ready to talk about the vlog today?
Yes, very much so.
Let's get into Chiang Rai. Hey guys, we're Ellis and Johnson.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Kyle. And we're here to take you around the world with us.
Through our high times,
Our low times,
our sassy times,
our fun times,
and we can't wait to bring you all along.
and show you all of our mistakes that we make along the way.
There's a lot.
We make quite a few. Welcome
Welcome.
to Chiang Rai. So, where is Chiang Rai?
Chiang Rai is in the northeast of Thailand.
It is about 3 hours journey on a bus from Chiang Mai to Chiang Rai.
And that's exactly where we did our journey from. So we, as you saw last week, we came from Pai, had an incredible time in Pai. We made our way back down to Chiang Mai to change bus to get a different bus up to Chiang Rai.
And it's very, very simple. You go to Chiang Mai Mochit to bus station.
Yep.
You then you can buy the ticket there, you can buy it online. Again, like we said in our Chiang Mai vlog, you can either go on Bookaway or 12 Go Asia online. They're really, really good apps that you can have. You can download them, you can go online, and it's quite simple. Or you can just turn up to the bus station and say, I want to go to Chiang Rai. They'll point you in the right direction.
A lot of people do that.
It's a great journey. It's quite mountainous. It's a little bit hilly. I think in the rain, it wasn't the most pleasant, but actually it was 10 times better than on our way to Pai.
We were told when we booked the ticket that please dress appropriately for intense aircon. Due to the mountain climate, they have to use intense aircon. And yes, we did at some point, well, I think it was one point, in the rain, coming around the corner, we did slide down the hill.
But it wasn't too bad. It was just, you sort of just have to hold on, you have to wrap up as well, and then you have to unwrap because when you get off, it's then really hot when it's going outside. So it's just a bit of a journey. There's a lot to do in Chiang Rai. I think there's a lot more than we thought or that people know about.
So we stayed in a place called the Stay Inn Hostel, run by the most amazing guy called Matt, who helped us out on multiple occasions, gave us advice of places to go, and cooks fresh muffins every morning.
It is amazing. Yeah, it's got 3 stories. On each floor, there are 12 beds in one single dorm, 2 toilets and a shower and some sinks. It was really, really nice. It's very quaint. It's just a place to stay. It's not necessarily the most communal area. He does have a TV and there's Netflix as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was about 20 minutes out of the center of town and you can just hire a motorbike. There's also wash and drying facilities.
Right next door, we only spent 80 baht doing both of our laundries, getting them completely dried. And
Yeah.
you literally you're like, oh, I'm just chilling out upstairs, and you can just quickly walk downstairs next door, grab your stuff, perfect.
Since I don't think we found anywhere that's cheaper to wash your clothes, but it's great to have it. It's right next door and it's 24 hours as well.
Yep.
So as long as you have money and change. So the very first thing that we did when we got to Chiang Rai, the reason we actually went to Chiang Rai is to get our driving license because we're going to be here in Asian countries for a while, dipping in and out, I think over the next couple of years. And it just made sense that we wanted to stay legal and we hadn't ever ridden a motorbike before in England. It also can translate from Thai to English after the 2 years and you take an advanced course for 1 day. We can then head back to England, which is our home country. We have a motorbike license, which is great.
There is an app in which you book your test on.
So the test is taken over 2 days, and on the very first day, you do a 5-hour, no more, no less than 5-hour training. So being international, we had to sit in the Chinese, English, or Japanese room, and obviously we selected English language, and we had to watch the theory test training modules. I say modules because there were quite a few.
There was absolutely loads of them. And just to make everything even better, it's 5 hours of listening to Thai with the quickest subtitles known to man.
And then what you do is you take your physical exam as well on that day. So we then went down having only driven a bike really a couple times at this particular point.
Me actually never.
I mean, you did hop on every now and then when I would feel comfortable and safe in an area where there's no pedestrians or any road or cars. but actually it was absolutely fine. And we did the test. This lady walked us around the course, as you can see, which was very, very awkward. She was just showing us every single turn, although we were about a foot taller than her, so we could see the whole course. But anyway, you have to walk around it. She had to show us. She was very, very lovely. She was one of the only ones that was quite friendly to us.
Yeah.
But you have to say they're not very friendly to foreign nationals. That's okay, we weren't there to make friends. And we then did our test. Pat went first.
I went first and passed, and like she was so lovely that she even like cheered a little bit when she was like, yeah.
She's like, woohoo! Put your foot down at all, you fail the entire thing and you have to apply it all over again, regardless of where you've got with anything else. So it's really difficult, but we both passed, woohoo! Which is amazing. Then the next day we had to do our theory.
Good morning all.
Good morning. So it's our second day in Chiang Rai today. Yesterday we did the practical exam and the 5-hour training, and today it is 8:45 and we are just about to go do our theory test. Hopefully we pass. We just had some breakfast and now we're going to head off out. We're going to get on Lightning McQueen.
Oh yeah. I'll let you reverse. Now that bit wasn't fun. We took the theory, clicked submit. Bear in mind we've done our UK driving licence. Me, I only took mine when I was 21, so that was like only a few years ago. Maybe. Thankfully, we were able to take the test in English, which was amazing. Some things didn't really make sense. Sometimes you had a question with the same answer on it.
Annoyingly, we both failed on our first go, but then our second go, luckily I just passed. I think I got 4 wrong and you're allowed to get 5 wrong. So I got 4 wrong and I managed to pass. Unfortunately,
I got 6 wrong.
But it's fine because you can take the test twice every day for 3 days. So we went back the next day and you passed immediately. Okay, so we have just done our theory test. We've come back to the hostel just to get changed, and then we are making our way to the White Temple today. We're going to go to a waterfall, go to a coffee house that was suggested by one of our roommates in this hostel, and then we're going to go to the cinema and watch Wakanda Forever.
Or in Thailand, live long Wakanda.
Live long Wakanda.
So being in Chiang Rai, you have to go to the White Temple.
Yes. What wrong kun? Yes. I said it right.
They're just so stunning.
Because it's on the side of the road, you can see it just from standing next to it. You're about a couple meters away, but we do recommend going in. It was 200 baht per person, which is a lot of money. But actually, when you go through the White Temple, you then see that it's not the only thing on the complex.
No, you have the Golden Temple.
Secret Garden, you have a load of other little temples. There was a particular art project done by a university in Thailand at the time we went, and they had loads of shrunken heads of various characters from mythology or from the Marvel universe, or even just famous people's heads, or like the devil. It's just random people hanging on all the trees, which is a little bit eerie and a bit creepy. But I think Wat Rong Khon is actually known to be a little bit of a dark temple.
Oh, I thought you were going to say edgy.
I mean, it is edgy, but it's so sparkly.
Sparkle.
And when the sun hits the tiles, it's actually tiny little glass tiles all over the temple. It just shines like diamonds. Diamonds in the sky, shine bright like a diamond.
So we had an amazing time there. We got ourselves some milkshakes. We got ourselves some cookies. And we're like, excuse me, do these have nuts in? And they said no. We both took a bite and there was a ginormous nut in them. So I loved them. But
It's okay, I took one for the team. I didn't have anything and I starved all day.
I didn't. It was fine.
It takes about 20 minutes to go around the White Temple, I reckon, once you've taken some photos, once you've waited.
Waiting all the crowd.
You can walk around it. You have to take your shoes off inside, just like any other temple. You have to cover up as well. So ladies, your shoulders. For men, it doesn't really seem like shoulders matter, but you do have to be wearing a top. Behind it, you then have the Golden Temple. You can walk across the lake, which is really, really lovely. Great place to have some lunch if you have a packed lunch or anything like that. There are also food stalls and a market just outside, so there's plenty of things that you can take in and spend actually probably a couple hours there. Yeah. It's really, really worth it. There's a swing, there is a secret garden with waterfalls. It's a really beautiful place and something to spend a morning or an afternoon in.
Definitely worth the money. So after conversations with Matt, the hostel owner, so Matt had said to us, you have to try this tea room. And we were like, okay. He said it's on the river, you can sit hanging over the river and it's beautiful.
I don't drink coffee, so I was really struggling because the whole time in Thailand, there is such a big coffee love. I was like, we have to go.
So it's located in Canary Nature Resort, and you just enter the main area, but you go in and turn right.
Yep.
You go along and you park, and it's called Riri. It was epic. The entrance was stunning.
You walk through this like misted jungle, forest, woodland walk thing. It's right by the river as well. It's situated on the river, and there's loads of places you can just sit down and have tea and cake.
I understand it was a tea house. I'm not a fool, but I did ask for a coffee, and they were like, we just do tea. I was like,
Right.
okay, so I didn't have any.
We shared.
We had that weird cake that I didn't like either.
Oh,
actually.
beautiful. It was a cream choux pastry bun, which was amazing, filled with vanilla custard cream. Oh, for me, it was absolute heaven. So you had quite a few fritterel stacks in the last summer before we left England.
And by that, he does mean fritterel stack by myself.
The tea was really lovely. It came out in this quaint little sort of shot glass where you would have tea. It was really, really oriental and traditional.
Yeah.
It was just lovely. It wasn't that expensive. It was a bit more expensive than you'd pay in sort of Starbucks or something. It wasn't crazy expensive for what it looks like.
An experience worth the money.
It's literally on the left-hand side, about halfway down the road, this tea house. But if you keep going, you then get to our next attraction, which is the waterfall.
So we arrived at Khun Khon Waterfall, which was a recommendation by Hamza, and it did not disappoint. It is a 900-meter trek. So you arrive, you park up, and then you start your walk. There were signs for deadly snakes. Send the
Were they
shivers through
green
my body.
pit viper snakes?
That was it, something like that.
They are extremely deadly, so do just be careful. Obviously, if you get bitten, we do recommend you turn around and go to a hospital. Equally,
You've got enough time to get there though quick.
It's
Take a couple steps
beautiful.
and then go to.
it's a lovely waterfall. It's all for the gram.
So we arrived, and you arrive up high to overlook the waterfall. We went down. You can see it was stunning. After we finished, we headed somewhere which we were really excited for, because quite often, as most of you who potentially are digital nomads, you need to find somewhere to sit and work. And sometimes it does end up being like a Starbucks, because it's something we all know and trust. It's got Wi-Fi, especially in Thailand. The Wi-Fi there is insane.
And air conditioning.
And air conditioning.
It's not just a little fan that's powered by a little AA battery.
We were told about this place called Ma Family Coffee.
Yes, by our good friend Hamza as well. Thank you very much. And Ma Family was amazing. So it's about a 20-minute drive from Khun Khon Waterfall and about an hour's drive away from the hostel we're staying in, which is the main area of Chiang Rai. It's definitely worth it. As you pass the waterfall, you go up this really, really steep hill. It is extremely steep.
Yeah.
So we do want to say exercise caution, but it's just like everywhere else in Thailand. You might die, you might not.
You might not make it home to mama.
Really beautiful. It's set out right in these fields. There are some rice terraces, there are mountains, there are farms. It's very, very rural, Chiang Rai. And it's also not the richest, so you do pass a lot of poverty on the way, which is absolutely fine, but they're really lovely. There's no difference in the people, whether they're rich or poor. That's something that we really loved about Thailand. So you get to Ma Coffee, it's on the left-hand side of the road, and on the right-hand side, they've got some swings as well. So that was really, really lovely. You can go over there and take some photos and some videos, or just have a chill out from your break, you know, whatever you're doing. So we got there, they have a full-on menu for food as well. They have great drinks that are so natural. I think I had a ginger and honey tea.
I had a cappuccino. All drinks are served with hot tea.
They were just so lovely. They were so welcoming, and you could stay there for hours on end. It's a lovely little place for digital nomads to go and just chill out.
Welcome to Doi in Sea. Loved Chiang Rai, and we just wanted to sign
Wrap
it
it
off the way Kyle and Pat always do.
Yes.
We went to the cinema. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
It was really, really nice. So if anyone has seen it, what did you think of it? The cinema actually wasn't that expensive. I think it was about 250 baht per person for each seat.
But the only thing to say, if you order popcorn, don't trust it.
They don't really have dividers. They definitely mix them. So you could be having a load of salt with a really cheesy nugget.
It was disgusting.
It is not good. Exercise caution when you buy popcorn in Thailand. That's our main tip really for this YouTube channel.
That's our main tip, like exercise caution.
Yeah, with popcorn. So that wraps up Chiang Rai. It was amazing. We really enjoyed our time, and we hope you go and explore Chiang Rai. There is a lot to see. There's a lot more than just passing by.
Can't wait to see you next week.
See you next week, next weekend.